Hi, I'm Heather. Welcome to class. Today we're going to do some simple twisting poses. Before we begin, if you find this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you're notified when a new video is available. We'll start by sitting on a chair. Sit sideways so that the right side of your body is facing the back of the seat. Knees and feet together, and twist to the right side so you can hold both sides of the back of the seat. Now, as you twist, it's common that the left leg wants to move further forward than the right, which suggests that we're moving the pelvis as well as the spine. See if you can shrink this left thigh bone back into the pelvis, lengthen the right thigh bone forward so that the knees do stay together, and rotate from the waist upwards. As you turn, use the hands on the chair. You can push with the right hand and pull with the left hand to help you rotate the torso. Notice what your shoulders and elbows are doing. See that you're not rolling the shoulders forward and lifting them up. Can you roll the shoulder tips back and down? The elbows can be up somewhat, so we've got space here in the armpit chest. Then come out of the twist and let's turn so that our left side body is facing the back of the seat, knees and feet together, and twist to your left. Again, have a look at your knees and see, is that right leg moving further forward than the left? Can you feed the right thigh bone back into the pelvis, lengthen the left thigh bone forward, turn from the waist up, and maintain the navel lift. Draw the navel up and back towards your spine as you turn. Push with the left hand, pull with the right hand. And can you feel the right side of the back broadening? Then come out of the twist. Find neutral for a moment. Now take your chair right up into the wall. It's facing the wall. Have a break and stand with your right side body to the wall. Step the right foot up onto the chair seat, but put a long block between the outer right knee and the wall. Keep the outer right hip descending so the hips are level. Then turn to the right. As you turn, push into the wall with the right hand to revolve the torso, and take care that you're not simply jamming this right shoulder blade into the spine. Keep some space there between the right shoulder blade and the spine and broaden the left side of the back. Shoulder tips roll back and down. The standing leg is firm. Then come out of the twist and go to the other side of the chair. Set the left foot up onto the chair seat, and long block is placed between the wall and the outer left knee. Establish a feeling of Tadasana, particularly in this right leg. The foot points forward. Keep the outer left hip descending as you turn to the wall, and press particularly through the left hand as you turn. Revolve the torso. Keep the sternum lifting, navel lifting. And watch that you're not just jamming this left shoulder blade into the spine. Can you keep some space there between the shoulder blade and the spine, and feel into the broadening on this right side back. Then come out of the twist and step down. We're going to come to sit in Virasana. I've got two bricks. I'll be using one underneath the buttocks, But if the knees are problematic and you need more height to sit on, definitely use 2 bricks or come back to sitting on the chair. It can be helpful to have another brick behind you to reach your hand to when we're twisting. I'm going to place my brick there behind the body as I come to sit in Virasana, knees together, squeeze the brick with the ankles and come to sit back down, buttocks, sitting bones, anchoring on the brick. Note the position of the feet. Watch your toes aren't curling in or curling out. There's a direct straight line through the center heel to the center of the ball of the foot. With our pelvis level on the brick, twist to the right side and reach to your brick behind you. Turn more and more to the right side and go on lifting the navel up. Ideally, we're keeping the pelvis level by maintaining equal weight through both sitting bones and broadening the left side of the back as you twist to the right. Keep space between the right shoulder blade and the spine, even though you're rolling the shoulder tips back and down. Then come back through the center and let's twist to the other side. So as you twist, you're putting pressure, right hand against the outer left leg, turn the torso, but keep your sitting bones equally weighted on your brick. Then as you twist, get the feeling of, yes, you're broadening this right side of the back, but you're not rolling the right shoulder forward to accommodate that broadening. Can you restrain the right shoulder tip back and down? And also restrain the left shoulder blade from jamming into the spine. Keep some space between the spine and the shoulder blade. Then come out of the twist. Now for Bharadvajasana, have a long, narrow folded blanket next to your right hip and sweep your feet off to the left side and feel that this left leg is in a Virasana position where the toes are pointing back. The front of the ankle is resting on the arch of the right foot. Take this blanket now underneath the right buttock and descend the left buttock. So you might like to bring your thumb into the crease of the thigh as it meets the torso and roll that outer left hip down. Then we twist away from the feet. So you twist to the right. You can use the back of the left hand behind the outer left leg and turn. And you apply pressure as you press against the leg. That helps you to sweep this left armpit chest further around towards the right. Right fingertips to the floor. Lift up through the anterior spine, the front of the spine, and draw up into the crown of the head. Then come out of the twist. Remove the blanket from under the right buttock. Sweep the legs forward through Dandasana and take your blanket across to the left side. Then sweep your feet around to the right. So again, this leg, the top leg, the back leg is in Virasana. So it will be the right leg that's in Virasana, the front of the ankle resting on the arch of the left foot. Then place your blanket underneath your left buttock and descend the right buttock. So again, you can take your thumb into the crease of the thigh as it meets the torso and roll that outer right hip down. Then twist to your left. Use the back of the right hand behind the outer left leg as you turn. Apply pressure to help sweep this right armpit chest further around to the left. And the more you twist to the left, the more you need to work at keeping this outer right hip down. Once more, draw up through the anterior spine, the front of the spine, lift into the crown of the head. Both shoulder tips press back and down. Then come out of the twist, remove your blanket, and sweep your legs back through Dandasana. We're going to repeat Bharadvajasana and see if we can take it a step further. Some people may need to use a belt, so have that nearby just in case. Sweep your feet across to the left side and bring your blanket under the right buttock. Keep the outer left hip descending. Then take the right hand behind the back, catch hold of the left arm just above the elbow crease. And this is where the strap can come in handy. If you can't manage to hold on to your upper arm and come into a significant twist, then you can put your strap around the elbow, have it coming behind the back so that you can hold on and twist that way. If you can manage without the belt, hold the arm and twist. Now the back of the left hand can come inside the inner left leg or go further to the outside of the right leg. So I'm wanting to use the back of the hand as I press against the outer leg. This outer left hip might want to lift. Keep the outer left hip descending as you turn and press the right shoulder tip back and down. Then come out of the pose and move your blanket, sweep your legs forward through Dandasana, take your blanket across to the other side. Feet sweep off to the right side and place your blanket under the left buttock. Keep the outer right hip descending. Take the left hand behind the back, catch hold of the upper arm just above the elbow, unless that's difficult, in which case put your belt there around the arm and hold the belt. As we turn to the left, you can potentially take your right hand against the inner right leg, or if you can go further, use the back of the hand behind the left leg. Turn, but descend the head of the right thigh. Outer right hip down. Then work the left shoulder tip back and down, and keep the crown of the head lifting up. Then come out of the twist and remove your blanket from under the buttock as you then sweep the legs forward. Now, as we move on to Marichyasana number 1 and 3, let's create a little more height to sit on. If we now create a 3-fold blanket, and depending on how thick your blankets are as to whether this is adequate, perhaps if you've got a thinner blanket, you fold your blanket in 4. Sit up on that blanket, project your legs forward, and sit in Dandasana. Press the thighs down, activate your legs. Bend up the right knee. Place a foot on the floor so the heel comes in line with its own sitting bone, and then bring the right arm inside the right leg to twist to your left. As you press the upper arm against the inner right leg, squeeze the leg back against the arm. So when we're twisting, see if you can get the feeling of lifting the spine up, spiraling upwards, drawing the crown of the head up. Then come out of the twist, right leg forward. As you bend up the left leg, again the heel comes in line with its own sitting bone. Ensure that you're able to lift through the top of the sacrum and the lumbar spine. Then bring the left arm inside the left leg, put pressure against the leg and squeeze the leg back against the arm. Turn to the right. So as you're turning, go on lifting the lumbar spine, drawing the front body up, crown of the head up. So there's this upward spiraling sensation. Then come out of the twist and stretch your left leg forward. Now bend up the right leg again. Catch hold of the shin, so fingers are interlocked around the shin. Sit straight by ensuring that the lumbar spine is well lifted. Keep your left hand on the shin as you rotate to the right. Fingertips to the floor, or you could put a brick underneath that right hand. Lumbar spine lifted as you turn. Now, if you feel you are twisting adequately, you can bring the left elbow and upper arm behind the right leg. As you press against the leg may want to move across to the left side of the body, but restrain that. Resist the right leg back against your arm and turn further. Maintain the twist, but turn the head to look towards the left foot. Is that left leg still active? Can you roll the inner left thigh down? Keep the center left heel on the floor. Once more, turn the head, look over the right shoulder. Then release from the twist, right leg forward. Left leg bends up. Catch the shin. Fingers interlocked around the shin bone, and you sit straight. Already we're attentive to this right leg. Inner right thigh rolls down, center right heel stays on the mat. And as we lift up the lumbar, you hold on just with the right hand to the shin, twist to the left fingertips to the floor, or as I said, you can use a brick underneath that hand. Turn, and if you feel you can go a little deeper, you hook the elbow behind the leg. Upper arm presses against the thigh to turn the torso further. But resist the crossing of the groins. See if you can restrain this left leg, resist the left leg against the arm. And turn to look at the right leg. Again, make sure the right leg, the right foot remain active. Then as you turn the head once more to look over the left shoulder, go on lifting the top of the sacrum, lifting the lumbar spine, lifting the breastbone, and then release from the twist. Stretch the left leg forward, back into Dandasana. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me. For more in-depth teaching, check out the video library on my website, heatherkitchenyoga.com.au. The link is in the description box below.